Hey everybody, it's December 20th, and thank you for joining me on the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today we are looking at another Star Trek Hallmark review, and today we have a fan favorite, the Klingon Bird of Prey. It has lights, as we can see. This one is a older model. It was released in 1994, and it was first seen in Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. So we have a lot to talk about, so let's get this quick review started. Now, before I get super deep into the detail, from gun to gun, it's a tad bit over 5 inches wide, and from the back to the front of the ship is a little bit over 4 inches long, so it's a nice sized ship. For the paint, we have this nice green color, which goes from the wings, the main body, the front, just real nice. It's even on the bottom. Cool. We also have some metallic gray for these sections here. We have red for this part, and on the bottom of the wings. And just when you think that's everything, we got some more gray down here, metallic dark gray. And then what they did, and what I think was an excellent idea, is they hit this thin with a nice black wash, and it filled every little crevice you could think of, from the gray to the wings to the guns to the front of the ship, and even underneath. Every single detail pops on this thing. And that's what makes it one of the coolest ones I've ever made. Well, if you count the wire, but still, it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, get as close as I can, and we'll take a good look at the details before I get to the lights. Okay, starting off with the guns. Wow, look at that detail. We even have that little pipe there, which you can see right through. Oops. Moving on up, we have some nice lines. Some Klingon right there, pretty cool. And then we have some wind detail, which I always loved on this ship. That it looked like, a bird of prey. Coming up to the engine. And I always liked when the wings fold up. These pieces go in to the top section, so it folds in. Very nice. We have 1994. Translucent engine, which will come in handy in a couple minutes. Look at all that great detail. And then we have our ornament loop. And you know how that works by now. We got our little hook. Slide it in there, and we could hang it. Pretty sharp. Moving on down. Look at all these lines here. The neck. Then we have the head. I always call it the head. Underneath. I always love this section here, how it's round. Just really nice. And I gotta love that profile too. Going down on the bottom of the neck. Some nice detail there. Just very nice. Look at these lines here. Got copyright stuff there. The nice painted red wings. Oh, you gotta love them. And 1994, more Klingon. Black lines there next to the gun. Just very sharp. They did a good job with this. And then we have our electric wire, so we could plug it into a strand of Christmas lights, and then it would power all the lights on here. And it does have quite a few lights. And having said that, I guess it's time to plug this bad boy in. I think it's a beautiful ornament. Let's see how the lights look. And wow, what an awesome ornament. First things first, we have some red lights right here. 2, 4, 6 openings right there. So it's pretty cool. Coming down to the front, we have a blinky yellow light, which is pretty sick. We also have a yellow light down here. Some red right there. Just really sharp. I really like this ornament. I think it's neat. And then a blinky light for the impulse engines on the back. Really cool. And I think it would be safe to say that the Bird of Prey is a fan favorite. I think its most notable point would probably be the voyage home and Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. When they saved the whales in number 4. As a kid, I always remember this flying underneath the Golden Gate Bridge and crashing into the water. Just very nice. This is a great ornament, though, and the lights just bring it to life. And that does it for my quick review today of the Hallmark Ornament, the Klingon Bird of Prey, released in 1994. The detail is exceptional. It has many different lights, from here to the engines to the torpedo launcher. Just very, very cool. And I fully recommend this for any fan of the Klingons or Star Trek in general. It's great. It may be old, but as long as you get one of those old Christmas lights that use regular bulbs instead of LEDs, it should power it up and you should be good to go. So thank you very much for joining me on this quick review, and I will see you tomorrow for another Star Trek Hallmark review. Bye, everybody.